Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claudine. If you're new, welcome. So today I'm going to show you how I achieved this simple veggie casserole. It's one dish and it's very easy to achieve. Really, there's not much work you put into it. And you know what? The end result is very nutritious. So first I had 3 large potatoes, and once I peeled them, I just sliced them into thin slices as shown in the video. And I continued doing that for all the 3 potatoes that I had. When that was finished, I transferred them into a container and just rinsed them off before putting them in a pan and boil them for about 5 minutes with some salt. For the salt, I think I used half a teaspoon just to season it a little. Once that was done, I strained it to get rid of the extra water. Next, I worked on my broccoli. I had 1 bag of broccoli and I just cut them into smaller pieces and transferred them into my container. And next I did the same with my cauliflower. I had 1 big piece of cauliflower and I just cut them into smaller pieces as shown. And then I also transferred them into the same container with the broccoli and rinsed them. The next was my carrots. I went with the already shredded carrots. You can shred your own if you want. And I just rinsed my veggies under running water to make them as clean as I could. And when I was finished with the broccoli, I rinsed my carrots as well. And I boiled all the veggies in 1 big pot for about 5 minutes in salty water, and then I just strained them to get rid of the extra water. All right, next we worked on some tomatoes, and I used 3 tomatoes and also sliced them thinly as shown, and this will be used for the topping. Next is my onion. I used 1 large onion, also sliced as shown. And when I was finished, I just separated the sliced pieces so they were in individual pieces, making it easy to spread them in the veggie. And my little helpers helped me with cracking the eggs. I used 3 eggs and just cracked them in a container, and then once they're all in the container, all they did was just beat it up to mix it well. All right, so it's just as simple as it is. I don't think it's very complicated. Next was my garlic. I just used my garlic press to work on a few garlic pieces. And we went on to the pan, put some oil on the pan and just brown your onions a little bit. And if you don't want to brown, actually you can skip this step. I just thought it was very better for the color, and just brown it for a few minutes and then add on the garlic and let it cook for a few minutes as they brown together. So if you're enjoying watching this, please consider subscribing so that you can be part of this growing YouTube channel. And I thank you all my viewers and all returning subscribers. All right, back onto the seasoning. I used some garlic powder, and next was simply organic thyme, and I also used some onion powder, and the measurements are in the description. All right, and I used this mixed spice as well. And finally I used some chili powder. Okay, oh, did I say finally? Not really. I had to add some salt. Okay, without the salt it's not gonna taste so good. So just mix up the spices together, and then in my 1 cup of flour I added my dry ingredients and just stirred them together until they were well incorporated. Next I added the milk and the eggs. So the 3 eggs that were beaten up already, just add those and mix well. And next I also added my 1 cup of milk. You can use whole milk if you want, or whatever kind of milk you have, or whatever kind of milk you want to use. And once all were in 1 container, I just mixed them up together as shown. Make sure you stir it until all the lumps are broken into pieces, like shown. It looks so good. Okay, people, let's work on this veggie layer. I used my canola oil spray for my baking dish, just as shown. This is to make sure it doesn't stick to the pan. And then I just layered my veggies one at a time. I started with the potatoes and just spread them as best as you can so it's evenly distributed. And once that was done, I moved on to my mixed veggies, the carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower, and also just spread them on the dish as shown. And next was my browned onions, and also just layer them together as shown on the video. It looks good already, and the end product is even much better. And next I moved on to my mixture and just distribute it as best as you can to make sure the whole pan is covered with the mixture. Okay, next I layered my tomatoes, and the tomatoes I just put one piece over each area, just as simple as it's shown on the video there. Don't make it complicated. It's very simple. And look at that, it's evenly distributed. Finally, here comes the cheese. I used shredded cheese and cheddar, and you can use even any kind of cheese you have. And then we moved on to the oven. I baked it at 350 degrees for 45 minutes, and look at the end product. My kids are very picky, and I can tell you they enjoyed eating this. And I ate it, I think, literally every day for the rest of the week. This was my dinner for the whole week when I went to work, and you can't go wrong with it. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.